everybody, it's Linnea for icrafter, and today we are introducing the new Slimline Edges and Borders die set. This set contains 4 dies that's going to give you pretty borders for all of your slimline cards. There's a scalloped border, and then there's also a border that looks like notebook edged paper. You could even try this in your planners and see if that will fit your planner. I'm going to be using the die that looks like a wave edge, and I chose Colors of the Rainbow cardstock, and I'm going to create a fun rainbow slimline card. So I'm taking some low tack tape and adhering this die along the edge of a piece of cardstock. For this design, it doesn't matter how wide my cardstock is. Many of them are too long, and so I will just cut them down as I'm creating my card. I'm using my iMend self-mending cutting deck to cut out my dies, and because these are slimline dies, what I like to do is put them in about halfway, 3/4 of the way, run that through my die cutting machine, and then shift them down so that I can be sure that both ends cut beautifully. And here you can see my fun border. Now I've gone ahead and I've done this with all 7 colors of my cardstock, and I have a slimline card that's cut to 3.5 by 8.25. And I'm going to start with my pink, and I'm just going to line this up on my card so I have a little bit of white showing, and I'm going to use some low tack tape once again to adhere my card base down on my work surface. I'm using the grid lines of my work surface to line this up and make sure that it's straight. And then I will just continue on with the rest of the colors of the rainbow. When I'm creating a stacked pattern like this though, a big tip is to make sure that you are cutting off the excess cardstock as you go. Otherwise, when you get to the end, you're going to have about 7 or 8 layers of cardstock to cut through, and I know my scissors aren't sturdy enough to do that. So I'm going to just go ahead and go along. I'm adding liquid adhesive. You could use tape runner adhesive or whatever you like to use, and I'm just going to line this up so that you can see just a little bit of the pink, and just press that right in place, making sure those sides are even. And then I'm going to flip this over and trim off the little bit of red that I have left. So this is why it doesn't matter how wide my cardstock pieces were. I was just using scraps that I have. I will just trim off the excess each time, and I can stick the rest of my colored cardstock back into their pockets where they belong. I will go ahead and continue on with this pattern, matching up the colors of the rainbow as I go, and then trimming off the excess from the back. And when I'm done, I'm going to have a pretty wavy pattern of rainbow colored cardstock on my card. And you could do this with a lot of those Slimline Edges and Borders dies. The scallops would be really pretty. You could even do this with the torn edge of the notebook paper if you wanted to. Once I'm done here, I just wanted to keep the focus on the Slimline Edges and Borders die set. So I'm going to take a Hello die from the Hello Flower die set from icrafter, which is previously released, and I cut that out 4 times from some white cardstock. I'm using my iClick pick to make sure that I have all of those little pieces of the inside of the letters poked out. And then I'm going to use my iGrip flathead tweezers and some liquid adhesive and stack up all of those 4 layers of that Hello die from the Hello Flower die set. And then from there, I can add that stacked die cut onto my gorgeous Slimline Edges and Borders slimline card background. I hope you've enjoyed this look at the Slimline Edges and Borders die set, and that this project inspires you. We can't wait to see what you make with this die set. Remember to visit the icrafter website for more inspiration using this die set and other icrafter products. Thank you for watching. Bye!